For holding the joint hearing and for partnering with my subcommittee to examine what has become one of the most urgent and far-reaching threats to the American people today. The hearing we are convening this morning concerns a problem that touches every community in this country. It affects retirees in Tennessee and Florida, college students in Mississippi and New York, small business owners in the Midwest, veterans, teachers, and families who do nothing wrong other than answer a phone call, open an email, or respond to what appeared to be a trusted message online. What they encounter on the other end is not a legitimate contact. It is an organized criminal operation, often run from a fortified compound halfway around the world, designed from the ground up to steal their money, their personal information, and in many cases, their sense of safety and dignity. I want to be clear about what we're dealing with. What is happening to Americans right now is an industrial-scale criminal campaign coordinated by transnational criminal organizations that operate sophisticated fraud networks spanning multiple continents and targeting millions of victims simultaneously. These operations combine cyber fraud, money laundering, cryptocurrency manipulation, digital extortion, and in many documented cases, human trafficking and forced labor. The numbers released just weeks ago by the FBI confirm how rapidly this threat is accelerating. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center received more than 1 million complaints in 2025, the first time that threshold has ever been crossed. Reported losses surpassed $20 billion for the first time, representing a 26% increase over the prior year. Americans over the age of 60 reported losing nearly $8 billion, 59% increase in a single year. And for the first time, the FBI dedicated an entire section of its annual report to the role of artificial intelligence and enabling these crimes, documenting more than 22,000 complaints with AI-related components. Behind these numbers are real people whose lives have been upended. Seniors who lost their retirement savings to a voice-cloned phone call from someone they believed was a grandchild in distress. Young people targeted by an extortion scheme designed to exploit fear and shame. Small investors lured into fraudulent cryptocurrency platforms through deepfake videos of trusted public figures. Business owners locked out of their own systems by ransomware and forced to choose between paying a ransom to criminals or watching years of work disappear. These networks are deeply connected to organized transnational syndicates, many run by organized crime groups with roots in the People's Republic of China and the Russian Federation. Hundreds of thousands of people have been trafficked into scam compounds across Southeast Asia, forced to carry out fraud under the threat of violence and death. Chinese nationals and PRC-linked triads operate the largest compounds, and Beijing has been slow to act against the networks that victimize Americans while generating billions along China's periphery. Artificial intelligence is making all of this worse. Criminal organizations are using AI to clone voices, produce deepfake videos, and automate the targeting of millions of victims simultaneously. And ransomware groups are integrating AI into their attack chains to launch attacks faster than defenses can respond. This administration recognized the severity of the threat, and I want to commend President Trump for taking decisive action. On March 6th, the president signed an executive order on combating cybercrime, fraud, and predatory schemes against American citizens. That order directs the Department of Homeland Security and other federal agencies to conduct a comprehensive review of existing operational and regulatory tools and to develop a coordinated action plan to identify, disrupt, and dismantle the transnational criminal organizations behind these schemes. That is exactly the kind of whole-of-government approach that this moment demands. The American people deserve a government that fights for them with the same intensity that these criminal networks use against them. Our witnesses today will help us understand the full scope of this threat and the tools we need to combat it. I look forward to your testimony. Thank you for being here.